this is Mr. Vipul Sonsare. Once again, welcome you in your new video lecture. Today we are going to see a new topic related to the pharmacognosy, that is microscopy of Kurchi bark. So we will see the synonym, source, then microscopy, powder microscopy, then microchemical test and some chemical test used for the identification of Kurchi bark, which are important as per the competitive examination concern. So just see the synonym of the Kurchi bark. This Kurchi bark is also known as Holarina or simply a Kurchi in Hindi. These are the dried stem barks of Holarina antidicentrica belonging to family Apocynaceae, and this Kurchi bark is collected from the Holarina plant of age 8 to 12 years old. So from the 8 to 12 years old plants, the stem barks are collected, which are known as a Kurchi. Just see the chemical constituent. This Kurchi bark contain not less than 2% of weight of alkaloids in the bark. So these alkaloids like conisin, norconisin, isoconisin and curchicin, the 4 different alkaloids are present. Out of this, the conisin is a major alkaloid which is about 30% of total alkaloid contained in the Kurchi bark. It is used as an anti-protozoal agent. The most important advantage and use of this Kurchi bark. So it is used in the treatment and management of dysentery and the malaria caused due to the protozoa. It is also used as an astringent as well as a tonic. Just see the transverse section of the Kurchi bark. So this transverse section is divided into the 3 different sections. The first is periderm, which contains the cork cell, phalogen and phalloderm. The second zone is the cortex, which contains the stone cells and pericyclic fibers, and third important zone, that is secondary phloem, which contains stone cell and medullary rays. So just see the first zone, that is periderm, which contains the cork, phalogen and phalloderm. So cork is basically 4 to 12 rows of elongated cell. It is the first important layer, contains 4 to 12 rows of elongated cells in cork. The few cells contain yellowish brown matter, the most important thing. Next, the phallogen. Phallogen is 2 layers of colorless elongated cell. These are the colorless cells and elongated one. Phalloderm is 6 to 10 rows of rectangular cells, contain the rhombic or diamond shaped calcium oxalate crystals as well as starch grains. These are the rectangular cells containing calcium oxalate crystals and starch grains. Next, just see the second important zone or section, that is cortex. So the cortex contains the stone cells. The stone cells in a Kurchi bark are lignified, then rectangular to oval, and contain the calcium oxalate prisms. The most important thing here, you can see the stone cells are lignified, rectangular to oval cells containing calcium oxalate prisms. Next, also contain the pericyclic fibers, which are non-lignified one in cortex. Just see the last section, that is secondary phloem, which contains the stone cells and the medullary rays. So the stone cells are again tangential rows containing diamond shaped or rhombic calcium oxalate crystals. The medullary rays are 2 to 3 celled. Medullary rays contain elongated parenchymatous cell. The most important thing, the medullary rays, here you can see These contain the elongated parenchymatous cells with 2 to 3 cells. The most important microscopy of Kurchi bark. So these are up to the transverse section of the Kurchi bark, which can be divided into 3 different parts like a periderm, cortex and secondary phloem. Just see the powder microscopy of the Kurchi bark. So the Kurchi powder basically shows the presence of cork cells, which are thin wall. The few cork cells are colorless and few contain yellowish brown matter, as we discuss in transverse section. Also shows the second microscopic characteristics, that is stone cells. These are important for the identification of the Kurchi bark powder. So these stone cells are rectangular to the oval shape and lignified and striated walls. The medullary rays, these medullary rays are nothing but a parenchyma cell at right angles. So this is important microscopic characteristics in Kurchi bark. Also contain the starch grains, which are simple starch grains and few in number. Next, the calcium oxalate crystals are rhombic or diamond shaped calcium oxalate crystals are present in Kurchi. The two important plants, that is Kurchi and mimosa, where the rhombic or diamond shaped calcium oxalate crystals are present. Most important thing here, the phloem fibers are absent in Kurchi. The phloem fibers are absent in Kurchi, the most important thing you have to remember. Just see the various microchemical taste. Now this Kurchi bark contain the calcium oxalate crystals. So general microchemical taste for calcium oxalate crystals are same. The lignified stone cells here, which are present in the cortex region, which shows the pink color in presence of fluoroglucinol and concentrated HCl. The starch is also present, so the starch shows the blue color in presence of iodine solution. Then other important thing, the stone cells which are present in the Kurchi shows the green color in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. So this taste is added here. The concentrated sulfuric acid shows the presence of stone cells, because the stone cells develop the green color in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Then other 3 microchemical tests, that is for calcium oxalate crystals. The first is with dilute acetic acid, the crystals are insoluble. Second, with dilute hydrochloric acid, the crystals get solubilized. And third, the 60% sulfuric acid, in presence of 60% sulfuric acid, the needle shaped calcium sulfate crystals are formed. So all 3 tests is used to detect the calcium oxalate crystals in Kurchi, that is dilute acetic acid, dilute hydrochloric acid and 60% sulfuric acid. These are the 3 different reagents that shows the presence of calcium oxalate crystals in Kurchi. Just see the chemical taste. As we discussed earlier, this Kurchi contain the major chemical constituent, that is alkaloids. So general chemical taste used for the identification of alkaloids, like Mayer's test, like Dragon drop test, like Hager's test, like Wagner's test. These 4 general tests used for the identification of alkaloid. These are applicable for the identification of Kurchi, because it is that Kurchi contains the alkaloids. So general chemical test for the alkaloids can be used for the identification of Kurchi. As such, there is no any specific identification test for Kurchi, but through the general test, because it contains the alkaloids, so through the general test we can identify the Kurchi bark. So these are the important microscopic characteristics of Kurchi bark. Thank you.